You won't believe this about Thailand's vibrant festivals. Thailand is a treasure trove of colorful celebrations, and each festival offers an unforgettable experience that dazzles the senses. One of the most spectacular events is the Lunar New Year in Chinatown, Bangkok, where streets become a kaleidoscope of red lanterns illuminating the night sky. Imagine lively lion dances parading through enthusiastic crowds, with the booming sound of fireworks creating a thrilling atmosphere. The scent of enticing street food fills the air as families come together to share their wishes for a prosperous year. Don't miss the Flower Festival in Chiang Mai, where the entire city transforms into a floral wonderland, bursting with colors and scents. Stunning floats, adorned with every imaginable bloom, parade through the streets while locals and tourists alike don traditional costumes, celebrating their culture with pride. Both festivals are more than just visual spectacles. They offer a rich, immersive experience in Thai heritage and community. These vibrant celebrations truly embody the spirit of Thailand and are essential for anyone venturing through this enchanting country. Here's what actually happens when moths sniff love. Male silkworm moths showcase some of the most extraordinary sniffing abilities in nature. With feathery antennae that can bear millions of scent receptors, these moths can detect the faintest trace of female pheromones from distances of up to 16 kilometers. Imagine that. While you might struggle to smell something a few meters away, these moths navigate through the night air effortlessly. When a male pinpoints the chemical trail, he performs a mesmerizing dance-like flight, responding to increasingly potent pheromone signals. This remarkable ability ensures that even in sparse moth populations, the chances of mating remain high. Researchers are so impressed by these antennae that they have drawn inspiration from them to develop advanced sensors in robotics and technology. Just like airborne pheromone-seeking missiles, silkworm moths demonstrate nature's ingenuity in the pursuit of love. As scientists dive deeper into this natural marvel, will we uncover even more fascinating applications for these biological wonders? Did you know that Sierra Leone has the lowest life expectancy? The life expectancy in Sierra Leone stands at a staggering low of about 47.5 years, making it the lowest in the world, according to data from the World Health Organization. This alarming statistic is influenced by a tumultuous history marked by a brutal civil war from 1991 to 2002. This conflict claimed countless lives and resulted in widespread destruction of infrastructure, leading to a breakdown of essential services such as healthcare and education. Consequently, many citizens lost access to basic needs, contributing to deep-rooted challenges. Health issues, including malaria and high maternal mortality rates, further complicate the situation, as many women struggle with inadequate medical facilities during childbirth. Economic instability also exacerbates these issues, leaving a significant portion of the population living in poverty, which hinders access to nutrition and proper medical care. Although Sierra Leone is slowly making strides in recovery, improving life expectancy remains a monumental task, reflecting the resilience of its people as they strive for a healthier and brighter future. Ever wondered why Mexico's Moon Lake never fills up? This fascinating lake holds a mysterious secret. It never completely fills, no matter how much rain falls or water flows in. Located in Mexico, Moon Lake has a remarkable underground drainage system. This unique feature allows water to seep out through cracks in the earth, which stops the lake from reaching full capacity. Imagine a giant bowl that never quite overflows. The water level may change with rainfall, but it quickly recedes as it drains away below the surface. This phenomenon can leave visitors puzzled, as the lake appears large and deep, yet never maintains a full state. It is a perfect example of how interconnected nature can be, revealing the magic of underground water systems that often go unnoticed. As you explore the beauty surrounding Moon Lake, consider how such unusual characteristics shape ecosystems and influence the wildlife that inhabits the area. So the next time you find yourself at a lake, think about what lies beneath the surface. Who knows what else is going on under our feet? This might surprise you. Jills must mate to stay healthy. Female ferrets, affectionately known as Jills, exhibit a unique health requirement that many pet owners might not be aware of. When a Jill goes into heat, her body produces a significant amount of estrogen. If she fails to mate during this time, these estrogen levels can become dangerously elevated, potentially resulting in a condition known as estrogen toxicity. This condition leads not only to discomfort, but can also cause severe health issues like life-threatening anemia. The excessive estrogen interferes with the production of red blood cells, leading to dangerously low blood counts and, consequently, inadequate oxygen delivery throughout her body. To safeguard their Jills, ferret owners should be informed about responsible breeding practices and the importance of veterinary care. In some cases, if breeding isn't viable, veterinarians can provide treatments to help regulate hormonal levels. Caring for Jills means not just keeping them as pets, but understanding and addressing their specific health needs to ensure they live long and happy lives. Believe it or not, this gummy bear is gigantic. In 2014, a California candy maker captured the world's attention by crafting the largest gummy bear ever, weighing a staggering 226 kilograms or 500 pounds. This immense confection soared to a height of 1.4 meters, roughly the same as a toddler. Just try to wrap your head around this. The bear contained an astonishing 32,000 calories. To visualize this wild number, it equates to consuming 16 regular gummy bears daily for over 2 weeks. After unveiling this sugary giant, the creators cleverly decided to sell it in manageable bite-sized pieces, making it accessible for those curious to taste a portion of the massive treat for just $10 per pound. Not only did this delightful creation spark excitement, but it also ignited imaginations around candy making and sweet possibilities. Imagine surprising guests at a party with slices of this bear, creating a spectacle that could dwarf a small dog. The candy world is full of amazing surprises, filled with creativity and fun, isn't it? Can you imagine that Monopoly reflects real places? The beloved board game Monopoly is actually rooted in the streets of Atlantic City, New Jersey, establishing a unique connection to a specific location. Each colorful property on the game board corresponds to actual street names in the city, transforming it from just a game into a vibrant map of real life. Players can find themselves rolling dice on Boardwalk or Park Place, whether or not they have visited Atlantic City. Created in the early 20th century, Monopoly captures the essence of urban living and the thrill of real estate investments. As players collect properties, construct hotels, and attempt to bankrupt their friends, they don't just enjoy a game, they also engage with a slice of history. It's fascinating to think that while families and friends gather around the game board, they're interacting with actual locations where real people live and work. Next time you grab the dice, consider which street names you recognize and how those spaces connect to the bustling cityscape of Atlantic City. What other games weave history into play? Here's a wild fact about the Eddie Murphy rule. This quirky name actually comes from Section 736 of the 2010 U.S. Dodd-Frank Act, a law designed to tighten regulations in the financial industry. The rule prohibits people from trading securities based on non-public information that was sneakily obtained from government sources. The amusing name pays homage to the 1984 film Trading Places, where two characters cunningly use insider information to make a fortune in the stock market. This connection highlights the importance of ethical behavior in trading. Following the crash of 2008, lawmakers recognized the need to protect innocent investors and maintain fairness. In a world where information is power, the Eddie Murphy rule ensures that everyone plays by the same rules, preventing corruption and promoting trust in our financial systems. Would you want to invest if you knew some people had secret advantages? Scientists recently discovered that DNA fits in tiny spaces. Inside each of our cells resides a fascinating structure known as the nucleus, which plays a crucial role in housing our genetic material. Within this nucleus, DNA is coiled tightly, packing itself into areas so small they measure less than a micrometer wide. Picture this. Trying to fit a long ribbon into a small box is a challenge, and yet our DNA, essentially a lengthy set of instructions, manages this feat remarkably. To achieve this organization, DNA coils around proteins called histones, forming a dense structure known as chromatin. This clever arrangement allows cells to store extensive amounts of genetic information in a compact form while keeping it organized and readily accessible. When a cell needs to divide or create specific proteins, the DNA unwinds much like a spool of thread, making it easy for the cell to read the vital instructions contained within. Thanks to this ingenious folding process, our genetic material, though tightly packed, is always primed to perform its extraordinary functions, shaping who we are and how our bodies operate. What if I told you about pteronophobia? Pteronophobia is a unique condition characterized by an irrational fear of feathers, causing significant distress for those affected. While most people admire feathers for their delicate beauty or comfort, individuals with this phobia experience extreme anxiety at the mere sight or thought of feathers. Imagine a cozy down blanket suddenly transforming into a source of dread. This overwhelming fear can lead to avoidance behaviors, steering clear of feathered items like pillows, boas, or even places where birds might be present. The reaction can vary widely, from mild unease to severe panic attacks that disrupt daily activities. Understanding pteronophobia sheds light on the complexities of human emotions and how our brains can transform harmless objects into sources of terror. It serves as a reminder that what seems innocent to one person can evoke intense fears in another. For those living with pteronophobia, coping strategies or therapeutic interventions may be necessary to help manage their overwhelming reactions. So the next time you encounter feathers floating through the air, remember, they could carry a weight of emotion that differs drastically for someone else. Believe it or not, Medusa feels like a water balloon. This fascinating creature, known for its jelly-like appearance, is composed of about 95% water. When you gently catch a Medusa, its soft, squishy texture is like holding a delicate ball of water in your hands. These beautiful beings, often seen floating in the ocean, have a unique bell-shaped body that helps them move gracefully through their aquatic home. Medusae are part of the jellyfish family, and they have tentacles that can sting their prey, which often include small fish and plankton. Interestingly, despite their delicate composition, Medusa play an important role in marine ecosystems, providing food for various sea creatures and even supporting coral reefs. So the next time you see one, remember the magic behind this seemingly simple, yet remarkably sophisticated creature. What other wonders of the ocean do you want to explore? Let's uncover the truth about Neptune's striking blue color. The oceanic hue of Neptune, the eighth planet from the Sun, is primarily due to methane gas in its atmosphere. When sunlight hits the methane, it absorbs red light and reflects blue, giving the planet its stunning appearance. However, other gases and particles can also play a role in enhancing this mesmerizing color, creating complex atmospheric effects. But there's more to Neptune than just its color. Its largest moon, Triton, is particularly intriguing. Unlike most moons that spin in the same direction as their planets, Triton orbits Neptune in a retrograde direction, meaning it goes against the planet's rotation. This unusual orbit hints that Triton wasn't formed in place. Scientists believe it was likely captured from the Kuiper Belt, a region of icy bodies beyond Neptune. This captivating combination of lovely color and unique satellites makes Neptune not only a beautiful sight, but also a fascinating world to study. Surprisingly, it's a fact that eyelids can't close. This interesting phenomenon is known as nocturnal lagophthalmos, a condition where your eyelids fail to shut completely during sleep. Imagine trying to snooze while your eyes remain partly open. That's how it feels. This condition can cause a range of serious complications, starting with dry eye syndrome. When your eyes are exposed to air while you sleep, they can become irritated, dry, and uncomfortable. Over time, this can lead to corneal ulcers, which are painful sores on the eye's surface. If these issues are left untreated, there's a risk of potential blindness. So if you or someone you know struggles with this condition, it's essential to seek medical advice. Treatment options are out there, and they can help protect your vision and ensure that your eyes stay healthy for years to come. Is it really true that surprising truth? 1/3 of Italians avoid the internet? It might come as a shock in our digitally dominated age, but nearly one-third of Italians consciously choose to unplug and fully embrace life beyond screens. Instead of endlessly scrolling through social media platforms, many Italians find joy in activities like reading daily newspapers, enjoying rich conversations over a steaming cup of coffee at a local cafe, and savoring the simple pleasures of everyday life. This practice springs from deep-rooted cultural values that prioritize meaningful connections and real-life interactions over the fleeting nature of online engagement. Picture a sunlit Italian piazza, bustling and alive, with the laughter of children, the clatter of espresso cups, and animated discussions under the shade of ancient trees. For these Italians, the act of living in the moment includes delights such as the aroma of freshly baked pizza wafting through the air, or engaging with friends to share stories from their daily routines. This commitment to community and real-world experiences illustrates how stepping away from technology can cultivate richer, more fulfilling lives. Isn't it time we learn from this Italian approach? What's behind the luck of the Irish? This expression, often used to suggest that Irish people achieve success purely by chance, has a surprising backstory. Many don't realize that it can be quite offensive. The phrase originated during the Irish gold rush in the 19th century, when many people believed that the Irish miners seemed to stumble upon gold more easily than others. This often led to the implication that their success was merely due to luck, ignoring their hard work and intelligence. By reducing their achievements to mere fortune, the phrase can inadvertently reinforce stereotypes about Irish people being carefree or irresponsible. In reality, the Irish have a rich history of resilience, innovation, and significant contributions in various fields, from literature to science. So next time you hear someone mention the luck of the Irish, consider the underlying message and the hardworking individuals who deserve recognition for their efforts. Isn't it time we celebrate their true achievements instead of relying on outdated cliches? Hard to believe, but AT&T controlled your phone choices. Back in the day, AT&T had a tight grip on the telephone market, and they weren't shy about it. Before the company faced its antitrust breakup in 1982, they enforced strict rules that prevented customers from using phones made by other manufacturers. AT&T argued that allowing outside devices could harm their network's performance. Imagine being told which phone you could own simply because of the company you paid for service. This monopoly limited consumer options and stifled innovation in the phone industry. People had to choose from a limited selection of AT&T approved models, which meant that creativity and design choices were left out of the equation. The breakup revolutionized the market, opening the door for competition and a wave of new technologies. Today, we enjoy a variety of devices from different companies, thanks to those changes made decades ago. This might surprise you. Unbelievable prairie dog greetings we can all learn from. It's fascinating to watch these social little creatures engage in their unique form of communication. When prairie dogs encounter each other, they forgo the typical human gestures of greeting. Instead, they tenderly nuzzle their snouts together and share a sniff resembling a small kiss. This intriguing ritual isn't just adorable, it serves a vital purpose in their lives. By exchanging scents, prairie dogs can recognize members of their tightly knit colonies. These lively rodents thrive in large communities known as towns, relying on teamwork for protection against predators. Each affectionate greeting reinforces their social connections, vital for the group's cohesion. Interestingly, each sniff carries significant information. It can reveal an individual's identity, health status, and even mood. So the next time you see prairie dogs frolicking in the wild, take a moment to admire their unique greetings. Their charming interactions not only warm our hearts, but also highlight the essential role of social bonds in animal behavior, reminding us that connection is critical in all living beings. Most people don't know this, but London stone fascinates many. This ancient relic, embedded in a wall on Cannon Street, has been a symbolic part of London for over 1,000 years, making it one of the city's oldest landmarks. Despite its age, the exact purpose of London stone remains unknown, sparking curiosity among historians and locals alike. Some experts suggest it served as a key marker for Roman and medieval trading routes, while others believe it played a role in various rituals or even held political significance. This limestone stone, measuring about 2 feet wide, has endured numerous fires, wars, and urban changes, showcasing its endurance through time. Remarkably, it has been relocated several times, yet it always returns to its original position, cementing its importance in local folklore. Legend has it that removing London Stone could bring misfortune, adding an intriguing layer to its history. As you stroll through London, don't miss the chance to gaze upon this seemingly ordinary stone and consider the countless tales it could tell about our fascinating past. Believe it or not, gravity travels as fast as light. This amazing fact means that if the sun were to suddenly collapse, we wouldn't notice anything different for a full 8 minutes. Why is that? It takes light and gravitational signals the same amount of time to travel from the sun to Earth, about 93 million miles. So when you look up at the sun, you're actually seeing it as it was 8 minutes ago. If a collapse did happen, our planet would remain blissfully unaware of the impending doom until those 8 minutes are up. After that delay, we would feel the impact of the sun's absence, as gravity would no longer keep us in orbit. The skies would darken, temperatures would plummet, and Earth's beautiful days would turn bleak. This fascinating concept shows just how interconnected everything in our universe is, reminding us that space and time are intricately woven together. What happens when Milky Way meets Andromeda? In about 5 billion years, our Milky Way galaxy is expected to collide with the Andromeda galaxy, and this cosmic event will be absolutely spectacular. This isn't something to worry about today, but it's fascinating to think about how these two massive systems of stars will interact. As they approach each other, gravity will pull them together, triggering a grand dance of stars, gas, and dust. Eventually, they'll merge to form a new galaxy, often dubbed Milkomeda. During this process, stars won't crash into each other due to the vast distances between them. However, new star formation will ignite as gas clouds collide. This collision will take millions of years, turning our night sky into a stunning cosmic show. Astronomers have used simulations to predict the dynamics of this encounter, helping us understand how galaxies grow and evolve. So while it might be a long way off, the merging of our Milky Way with Andromeda shows us just how dynamic and ever-changing the universe really is. Did you know akitas are tough to train? Originally bred in Japan for hunting and guarding, akitas are strong-willed and independent, traits that can make training a real challenge. While they are highly intelligent, their natural stubbornness means they often prefer to follow their own judgment rather than commands. This independent mindset can lead to a dog that might not obey unless it finds the task rewarding. To successfully train an Akita, you need a consistent, firm, and patient approach paired with early socialization. It's crucial to understand their unique temperament. They think for themselves but can also be incredibly loyal and protective. With the right mindset and techniques, your Akita can become a loving companion who respects your commands while showing off their unique personality. You won't believe this about giant amphipods. These incredible creatures, typically no longer than an inch, have an astonishing ability to stretch their bodies up to a remarkable foot in length. Found in the deep Pacific Ocean, nearly 6 kilometers beneath the surface, amphipods thrive in a harsh environment that challenges most marine life. Their unique adaptations enable them to withstand crushing pressure and complete darkness, making them true marvels of the deep sea. Their slender bodies aid in navigating this underwater realm, allowing them to consume a varied diet, ranging from tiny plankton to the remains of larger marine animals that sink from above. While they may seem small and unassuming when seen at the surface, glimpsing an amphipod at the ocean's bottom showcases their impressive resilience and survival skills. Researchers are increasingly drawn to these fascinating crustaceans. Understanding their biology can shed light on marine ecosystems and even open up possibilities for advancements in human health. So the next time you hear about the amphipod, remember, its surprising traits and deep-sea lifestyle reveal an extraordinary story waiting to be explored. Explore Virginia's stunning Appalachian Trail adventure. Virginia boasts a remarkable 544 miles of the Appalachian Trail, making it the longest stretch of this iconic hiking path in any state. Imagine strolling through lush forests, experiencing the thrill of rolling hills, and soaking in breathtaking mountain views. This diverse landscape isn't just visually stunning, It also nurtures a variety of ecosystems, from vibrant wildflower meadows to serene streams. Because of its natural beauty and adventure opportunities, the Appalachian Trail draws thousands of hikers each year, eager to experience the history and challenge the trail offers. Many who trek through Virginia leave with unforgettable memories and renewed friendships. Whether you're a seasoned backpacker or a curious beginner, the trail invites all to discover the unique wonders of Virginia's outdoors. Have you thought about taking on this incredible adventure? Did you know that Crassus exploited fires for profit? Roman general Marcus Crassus, often celebrated for his immense wealth, used a shocking strategy to grow his fortune. He owned a group of firefighters who had a rather unusual policy. They would only put out a fire if the property owner agreed to sell their burning building at a bargain price. This meant that while chaos erupted around them, Crassus stood ready to swoop in, buy the distressed properties, and then sell them after repairing the damage. This ruthless and cunning tactic allowed him to accumulate immense wealth, helping him become one of the richest individuals in Roman history. It's hard to imagine that someone could take advantage of others' misfortunes in such a heartless way, but Crassus did just that. This practice not only highlights the fierce competition for wealth during those times, but also reveals how far some would go in pursuit of riches. Why was the first car crash in Ohio so memorable? It all happened in 1891 when two early automobiles, moving at a staggering speed of just 10 miles per hour, collided. Thankfully, no injuries were reported, but what followed was a heated argument between the drivers about whose fault it was. This small incident might not seem significant today, yet it symbolizes the start of America's long and complicated relationship with automobiles and traffic incidents. As cars became more popular, the roads grew busier, and disputes like this one quickly became common. Policymakers began addressing safety concerns, which eventually led to traffic regulations and driving laws we know today. The clash in Ohio is a reminder of how far we've come and how seriously we now take road safety. So the question remains, how do we keep improving our roads to prevent more accidents? Surprisingly, it's a fact that ocean exploration is minimal. Despite the ocean covering over 70% of Earth's surface, a mere 5% has been fully explored and mapped. This astonishing statistic highlights a thrilling reality. Vast underwater realms remain largely untouched, teeming with life and rich with secrets yet to be revealed. Imagine what exists beneath the waves: potentially new species, intricate ecosystems, and geological wonders that could reshape our understanding of marine biology and environmental science. This uncharted territory presents immense challenges due to the ocean's extreme conditions, including crushing pressures, complete darkness, and frigid temperatures. Fortunately, advancements in technology, such as remotely operated vehicles and sophisticated deep-sea submersibles, are revolutionizing our approach to ocean exploration. These innovations act like keys to a treasure chest, unlocking opportunities for scientists to discover bizarre, deep-sea creatures and vibrant coral reefs that thrive in these harsh environments. So when you gaze at the vast ocean, remember that countless adventures await just beneath the surface. Most people don't know this, but pirates loved earrings. This quirky belief stemmed from a time when sailors, enduring long days at sea, looked for any advantage in enhancing their vision. Pirates, in particular, believed that wearing earrings made from precious metals such as gold and silver could offer them special powers, especially in warding off ailments or improving their eyesight. Picture a fearless pirate, eye patch over one eye, adorned with a shimmering earring on the other. What a striking image! While there is no scientific evidence supporting this notion, as a shiny ornament won't actually improve your vision, the superstition became a defining part of their aesthetic. This idea was so pervasive that it influenced modern portrayals of pirates, leading to a popular image of rugged individuals sporting lavish earrings. So the next time you watch a film featuring swashbuckling adventures, take a moment to reflect on the blend of history, mythology, and fashion that those earrings represent. Pirates might have been feared and admired for their daring escapades, but their choice of jewelry tells a fascinating story all its own. Can you spot the incredible ghost bird of the Amazon? The potu, often called the ghost bird, is a fascinating creature well known for its amazing camouflage skills. This remarkable bird has grayish feathers that mimic the look of tree bark, allowing it to blend into its surroundings perfectly. Its striking yellow eyes stand out, but even those can be hard to spot when it's perched quietly among the branches. It's so skilled at hiding that even experienced birdwatchers sometimes find it challenging to locate this elusive animal in the dense Amazon rainforest. The potu's ability to remain invisible is not just a trick of the light, it's a survival technique evolved over generations, enabling it to evade predators and hunt for its prey undetected. These birds are nocturnal, coming alive at night to hunt insects and small animals. So, next time you wander through the Amazon, keep your eyes peeled. You might just catch a glimpse of this stealthy ghost bird blending seamlessly into the trees. Here's a wild fact about ghee that shines bright. Ghee, a type of clarified butter popular in Indian cuisine, has a unique place in both cooking and culture. It's not just any butter. The process of clarification removes milk solids and water, resulting in a rich, nutty flavor and making it completely lactose-free. This makes it a fantastic option for those with lactose intolerance. But wait, there's more. Ghee is often combined with edible gold leaf to create a luxurious treat called mukwas. This delightful mixture of seeds and spices is traditionally served as a digestive after meals, highlighting the importance of digestion in Indian culinary practices. The use of edible gold isn't just for show, it represents wealth and health. In addition to its culinary uses, ghee has been valued for its health benefits in Ayurvedic medicine, believed to promote vitality and well-being. So next time you savor ghee, remember it's more than just cooking fat. It's a part of a rich culinary tradition and an experience for your taste buds. Amazing news about growing new teeth. A groundbreaking drug developed in Japan could change the way we think about dental health forever. Imagine a future where losing a tooth doesn't mean dealing with uncomfortable dentures or dental implants. This innovative treatment, which is expected to be available by 2030, aims to encourage the body to grow brand new teeth naturally. Researchers believe that this could be a game changer for millions of people who have lost their teeth due to injury, decay, or other reasons. Instead of relying on temporary solutions, patients may soon be able to regenerate perfect, natural teeth. This breakthrough not only represents significant progress in dental medicine, but also has the potential to improve the quality of life for countless individuals. Picture a world where dental visits can focus on maintaining what you have instead of replacing what you've lost. As scientists continue to refine this exciting treatment, we can only wonder how it will transform oral care and the way we smile in the near future. BTS shatters records in the music industry. This phenomenal South Korean boy band has set over 23 Guinness World Records, showcasing their remarkable reach and influence across the globe. Their achievements include milestones like the most viewed video within 24 hours and the fastest growing YouTube following. These records aren't just numbers. They reflect how BTS has connected with millions of fans worldwide, transcending cultural barriers. Their songs and messages resonate with listeners, often addressing themes of self-love and social issues, which has helped them build a loyal fan base called ARMY. The band's impact reaches far beyond music, as they harness the power of social media to engage with fans and spread positivity. BTS's influence has sparked discussions about mental health and youth empowerment, proving that they are much more than just entertainers. They've become role models, using their platform to inspire change and promote important conversations. Isn't it amazing how a music group can create such an important ripple effect around the world? Let's uncover the truth about Henry Cavill's dedication. This talented actor transformed his physique for Superman without relying on steroids or digital enhancements. Cavill took his commitment seriously, engaging in intense workouts and adhering to a strict diet to achieve that iconic superhero look. He chose to embrace his natural appearance instead of using shortcuts, believing that authenticity is crucial for his role. This decision not only showcased his impressive strength, but also highlighted his values about honesty and hard work. His rigorous exercise routine included weightlifting, cardio, and even intense fight choreography, all tailored to build the superhero physique fans admire. By dedicating himself to this natural approach, Cavill inspired many aspiring actors and fitness enthusiasts, proving that, with determination and discipline, incredible results are achievable without compromising one's integrity. How motivated are you to pursue your fitness goals naturally? Here's something incredible about Voldemort's name. In French, his name translates to Flight of Death, which is so fitting for this iconic character from J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series. Voldemort represents the ultimate fear of death, yet ironically, he spends his life trying to evade it. This name choice masterfully captures the essence of his character and the themes of fear and mortality woven throughout the series. Voldemort's pursuit of immortality through dark magic and Horcruxes shows just how far he is willing to go to escape death's grasp. His transformation from Tom Riddle to Voldemort also underscores his deep-seated fear of vulnerability. Instead of embracing the natural cycle of life and death, he chooses a path of destruction and chaos, ironically leading to his own downfall. How fascinating is it that a name can convey so much about a character's motivations and fate? Have you ever wondered about Kansas fish laws? In the state of Kansas, it is illegal to catch fish using just your bare hands. This unusual rule exists to protect fish from being easily outsmarted in close encounters with humans. Imagine trying to grab a slippery fish with nothing but your hands. It's a tricky task, requiring quick reflexes and cunning moves. The law aims to promote fair fishing practices and maintain balance in the aquatic ecosystem. This regulation might seem strange at first, but its intention is to ensure that anglers don't have an unfair advantage over fish in hand-to-hand combat. By enforcing such regulations, Kansas is promoting sustainable fishing, encouraging people to use fishing rods or nets instead. So next time you're near a river in Kansas, remember to pack your fishing gear instead of relying on your bare hands. Would you prefer fishing the traditional way or going bare? Surprisingly, mammatus clouds reveal stormy secrets. These fascinating clouds, with their distinct bag-like shapes, often catch the eye of weather enthusiasts and casual observers alike. Mostly seen before or after intense storms, particularly in Java, Indonesia, mammatus clouds signal turbulent weather. Their unique appearance arises from specific atmospheric conditions, where pockets of cooler air create the characteristic bulging shapes. When you spot these clouds, it's a sign that something interesting is happening in the sky. While they may look soft and fluffy, their presence often indicates the potential for severe weather, such as thunderstorms or heavy rain. Once you start looking for them, you might find yourself a cloud admirer. Next time you gaze up and see these peculiar formations, remember that they aren't just pretty sights. They are nature's way of telling us that change is brewing in the atmosphere. Keep your eyes peeled the next time a storm approaches. Mammatus clouds could be part of the show. Ever heard of the body's rage quit button? This fascinating concept stems from a case where a man suddenly couldn't stand up because his legs just wouldn't cooperate anymore. It illustrates the limits of our physical endurance. Our bodies, like machines, have thresholds they simply can't push past. When we exert ourselves too much, whether from intense exercise or chronic stress, our systems can reach a breaking point as if they were saying, "That's enough." This response can happen during extreme situations, signaling the brain to shut down muscle function to protect the body from further harm. It's a survival mechanism that prevents injury, but it can be alarming when it happens unexpectedly. Understanding our body's limits is crucial. Knowing when to take a break can help us avoid hitting that metaphorical rage quit button and keep us healthy and active for longer. Are you in tune with your body's signals? Hard to believe, but alcohol affects your brain in 6 minutes. Researchers at Heidelberg University Hospital have discovered that once you take that first sip, the effects of alcohol start kicking in almost immediately. Just 6 minutes after consumption, noticeable changes in your cognitive functions begin to occur. This quick onset can impact everything from your decision-making to your coordination. Imagine sitting at a party, sipping on a drink, and realizing that your brain is already reacting to the alcohol. This fast-acting nature of alcohol means it's crucial to be mindful of what and how much you consume. For many, this quick reaction can lead to lowered inhibitions and poorer judgment, which is why understanding how quickly alcohol affects you is essential for making safe choices. So next time you enjoy a drink, remember, it might start affecting you before you even finish your first glass. Here's a wild fact about a blind artist. SRF, who was born completely blind in Turkey, possesses an incredible talent for painting. Despite never having seen the world with his eyes, he creates stunning landscapes, portraits, and even 3D scenes, all with precise perspective. How does he do it? SRF uses his remarkable sense of touch to see objects around him. By feeling and memorizing shapes and textures, he can accurately represent them on paper with impressive detail. Fascinatingly, research reveals that the area of his brain associated with vision, known as the visual lobe, lights up just as if he were seeing these images firsthand. This extraordinary ability challenges our understanding of perception and creativity, showing us that art transcends traditional boundaries. What does this mean for artists and individuals with disabilities everywhere? SRF's story is a powerful reminder of the limitless potential of the human spirit. This might surprise you. Frozen veggies can be healthier. Many of us believe that fresh vegetables are the gold standard for nutrition, but frozen vegetables can often pack an even bigger nutritional punch. After harvesting, these veggies are typically flash frozen almost immediately, which helps lock in essential vitamins and minerals. In contrast, fresh vegetables can lose nutrients over time, especially if they sit around in grocery stores or your fridge for too long. Plus, frozen vegetables are handy for quick meals, reducing food waste, and making it easier to incorporate healthy options into your diet. They maintain flavor and texture, making them a delicious choice in soups, stir-fries, or as side dishes. So next time you're grocery shopping, consider grabbing that bag of frozen vegetables. Your body might thank you for it. Prepare to be amazed by the fall of Constantinople. This historic event occurred in 1453, when Sultan Mehmed II, a determined leader, captured the city, forever changing the course of history. The fall of Constantinople marked the end of Byzantine rule, which had lasted for over 1,000 years. This conquest not only bolstered the Ottomans as a significant world power, but also reshaped the Mediterranean landscape. By renaming the city Istanbul, Mehmed II ensured its new identity as a vibrant center of culture, trade, and politics, strategically situated at the crossroads of Europe and Asia. This pivotal moment opened doors for the Ottomans, leading to further expansions into Europe, and it shifted the balance of power in the region. Today, the impact of this conquest echoes through history, reminding us of how a single event can alter the fate of nations. Prepare to be amazed by Iceland's elf believers. In 1998, a surprising statistic revealed that more than half of Iceland's population believed in elves, or huldufolk as they call them. These fascinating creatures are part of Icelandic folklore, often described as magical beings living in rocks and hills. Many Icelanders hold these beliefs firmly, feeling a connection to the natural landscape and its mystical stories. This deep-rooted cultural heritage influences everything from construction projects to daily life, as some people consult with experts, called elf whisperers, before altering land where elves are thought to reside. The idea of these hidden beings encourages a sense of wonder and respect for nature among the people. The belief in elves isn't just an old fairy tale. It's a captivating part of Iceland's identity that sparks curiosity about how folklore shapes reality in our lives. Isn't it fascinating how culture shapes our perceptions? Did you know Christmas was banned in England? Between 1647 and 1660, Oliver Cromwell, a strict Puritan leader, prohibited Christmas celebrations in the UK after the English Civil War. Cromwell believed that the joyous festivities distracted people from their religious duties and were sinful. Instead of holiday cheer, citizens were encouraged to use this time for prayer and fasting, emphasizing reflection on the birth of Christ. Markets that typically bustled with holiday goods were shuttered, and soldiers patrolled the streets to enforce the ban. This unpopular decision made many people unhappy, as Christmas had been an essential part of their culture. After Cromwell's death in 1658, the monarchy was re-established, and with it, the joyful return of Christmas celebrations. Imagine how strange it must have felt for families to put away their decorations for all those years. Did you know that Hong Kong has a wild urban labyrinth? Kowloon Walled City, once a haven for thousands of residents, is an astonishing example of how a complex mix of history and lack of formal governance shaped an entire community. With its construction beginning in the 1950s, it grew without much regulation, resulting in tightly stacked buildings and chaotic layouts that seemed to defy standard city planning. Residents built shops, homes, and even recreational spaces within a tangled web of interconnected structures. The dense living conditions sparked a unique culture, fostering a sense of cooperation among neighbors. At its peak, Kowloon Walled City housed around 30,000 people in just 6 acres. Despite its infamous reputation, this urban maze became a symbol of resilience and creativity, making it an intriguing spot for urban explorers and historians alike. What secrets does this bustling city still hold? Here's what actually happens when you follow the sandals. In ancient Greece, prostitutes used a crafty method to advertise their services. They wore sandals designed to leave a message in the dirt. As they walked through the bustling streets, their sandals imprinted the words "Follow me," capturing the attention of potential clients. This ingenious tactic served multiple purposes. Not only did it draw interest from onlookers, but it also added a playful element to their work. Imagine the scene. As men wandered through the marketplace, they would see these words in the dusty paths, prompting curiosity and perhaps leading to a rendezvous. It's fascinating how these women used their footwear to communicate in a way that was both bold and discreet. This unique approach shows how creativity in advertising has deep historical roots, making us wonder about other clever tricks merchants and service providers have used throughout time. You won't believe Tommy McDonald's record goal timing. In 2002, during a thrilling match between Bradford City and Wimbledon, Tommy McDonald stunned fans and players alike by scoring the fastest goal in professional football history. Imagine a match where the players just took their positions and in a mere 2.8 seconds, the ball hit the back of the net. This jaw-dropping moment occurred right from the center circle, showcasing McDonald's remarkable speed and precise aim. As the referee blew the whistle, McDonald swiftly made his move, catching the opposing team completely off guard. This record-breaking goal didn't just highlight his extraordinary skill, but also etched his name in football history books forever. Fans around the world still celebrate this incredible achievement, pondering how such lightning-fast action could really happen on the field. Can you picture the electrifying atmosphere in the stadium at that moment? With excitement buzzing, soccer lovers everywhere continue to talk about McDonald's amazing talent and the speed it took to achieve such a phenomenal feat. Ever thought about why the Black Crack fascinates adventurers? This remarkable natural fracture, located in Canyonlands National Park in southeastern Utah, draws visitors with its stunning beauty and unique characteristics. The Black Crack plunges nearly 65 feet deep and stretches about 3 feet wide, making it an impressive sight for hikers and nature enthusiasts. Its unusual shape, resembling a dramatic split in the earth, invites exploration and curiosity. Surrounded by breathtaking desert landscapes, the Black Crack is also a reminder of the powerful geological forces that shape this region over millions of years. As you stand at the edge, you can feel the thrill of adventure in the air, tempting you to peer over the edge or snap a memorable photo. Canyonlands offers more than just the crack. Its diverse terrain, vibrant colors, and fascinating wildlife create a perfect backdrop for unforgettable outdoor experiences. Have you ever considered visiting this stunning natural wonder? Surprisingly, it's a fact that piracy thrives when governments fail. The rise of Somali piracy is deeply connected to the collapse of Somalia's central government in the early 1990s. Without effective law enforcement, the country's waters became a wild west of illegal activities. Fishermen from foreign nations began to exploit Somalia's rich marine resources, using harmful practices that damaged local ecosystems. With no navy to protect its waters, Somali fishermen turned to piracy as a desperate means to defend their livelihoods. Many of these pirates saw hijacking ships as a way to reclaim their rights over the ocean. While this might seem like an extreme response, the lack of any governing body to enforce laws left them feeling powerless. So the cycle of crime and desperation intensified, showcasing how political instability can have far-reaching effects on communities and oceanic safety, raising important questions about accountability and restoration. Did you know Uranus was named after a king? For over 40 years, the planet we now know as Uranus was actually called Georgium Sidus, which means George's star in Latin. This name was in honor of King George III of Britain, who ruled during the 18th century. When astronomer Sir William Herschel discovered the planet in 1781, he wanted to honor the king due to the support he received for his astronomical research. Although this name was popular in Britain, it didn't stick around everywhere. Astronomers in other countries preferred naming it after the Greek god of the sky, Uranus. By 1850, the name Uranus became widely accepted, and today it's appreciated for its connection to mythology. Isn't it fascinating how names evolve and reflect our history? What might have happened if Georgium Sidus had remained the official name? Have you ever wondered about missing soldiers in Lithuania? In 2020, an unusual incident unfolded during a graduation exam involving 5 Lithuanian soldiers. These brave individuals went missing, successfully avoiding all attempts to locate them as they believed the exercise was still in progress. Picture this. While their comrades were searching high and low, these soldiers were honing their survival skills and demonstrating their training in a real-world context. A military spokesman later praised their exemplary performance, highlighting that their ability to think critically and adapt under pressure showcased the very essence of military training. Instead of panicking in a stressful situation, they transformed it into a test of their capabilities. This remarkable event not only raised eyebrows but also sparked discussions about the effectiveness of military exercises and the importance of communication during training. What do you think about their decision to continue evading capture? What if I told you fleas change history forever? The Silk Road, an ancient trade route, was more than just a path for goods. It was also a highway for the infamous Black Death. In the 14th century, merchants traveled this route, carrying not only spices and silk, but also infected fleas hiding on their goods. As these merchants exchanged products across Europe, they unknowingly brought a deadly plague with them. The consequences were shocking. Millions of people succumbed to the disease, drastically altering the course of history. Towns and cities faced decline as fear gripped the population. Families lost loved ones, and economies faltered. This period highlighted how interconnected the world was, even back then, and how a tiny flea could unleash such catastrophic waves. Have you ever thought about how something so small could have such a massive impact? Discover the bizarre world of Dinocaris. This extraordinary dinosaur, known for its unusual features, had an 8-foot-long arm skeleton that sets it apart from other dinosaurs. Imagine standing next to those colossal arms, much more than we typically see. The Dinocaris also sported a unique body structure, complete with a toothless duck's beak and short legs that give it an odd, almost comical appearance. Researchers believe that these adaptations helped it thrive in its environment, perhaps by foraging for soft plants or aquatic vegetation. While most dinosaurs had sharp teeth for snagging prey, Dinocaris took a different path. Its peculiar shape and structure have fueled countless questions and studies, allowing paleontologists to piece together the mysteries of its life millions of years ago. How could such a strange creature evolve, and what other surprises await us in the fossil record? Why was Hoover Dam called Boulder Dam originally? This fascinating name change stems from its original plans and geographical location. When the dam was first designed in the early 1930s, it was intended to be built in Boulder Canyon, giving it the temporary name of Boulder Dam. However, the site was later shifted to Black Canyon, where the dam was ultimately constructed. Despite the change, the name Boulder Dam stuck around for several years. It wasn't until 1947 that the name was officially changed to Hoover Dam, in honor of Herbert Hoover, the 31st President of the United States, who played a key role in its development. This massive structure, completed in 1936, not only is a marvel of engineering, but also serves vital functions like flood control, irrigation, and hydroelectric power generation. Hoover Dam stands as a symbol of innovation during the Great Depression and continues to be a popular tourist attraction today. Isn't it interesting how names can reflect history and development? Guess what really drives Washington, D.C.'s design? George Washington's influence can be seen throughout the city, even though he never lived there. When the nation was deciding on a capital, Washington envisioned a place that would reflect democracy and unity. He worked closely with architects like Pierre L'Enfant, who transformed Washington's ideas into a grand layout filled with wide avenues and impressive parks. The plan included iconic structures like the White House and the Capitol, designed to symbolize the strength and opportunity of the new nation. As you stroll through the streets today, you can feel Washington's legacy in the balance and beauty of the city's layout. His vision became a blueprint for what a capital should embody: freedom, hope, and a space for the people. Isn't it fascinating how one person's dreams shaped an entire city? Did you know Bhutan banned tobacco completely? This stunning move made Bhutan the only country globally to impose such a comprehensive restriction on tobacco sales and consumption. The ban, which took effect in 2004, was introduced with a clear focus: to promote public health. In a world grappling with the negative impacts of smoking, Bhutan's government aimed to create a healthier society for its citizens. This bold step aligns with their philosophy of gross national happiness, prioritizing the well-being of people over mere economic gains. The ban has sparked both support and criticism. Some applaud the effort to reduce health risks, while others argue it limits personal freedom. To make this policy work, the government also launched campaigns to educate citizens about the dangers of tobacco. Interestingly, while smoking is illegal, the tradition of chewing tobacco persists in some areas, showing that attitudes toward tobacco can be deeply rooted in culture. As nations around the world continue to combat smoking-related illnesses, can we learn from Bhutan's example? Unbelievable creatures live in the Morsk region's mist. The miniature tamandua, a fascinating tree dweller, thrives high among the canopies. This tiny version of the anteater is not just cute, it's also an incredible example of adaptation. Its small size allows it to blend seamlessly into the dense foliage, making it a challenge for observers to spot. With a diet primarily consisting of ants and termites, the tamandua plays a crucial role in its ecosystem, helping control insect populations. Its long tongue, extending up to 16 inches, lets it reach into tricky spots, making feeding a breeze despite its compact size. While many are unaware of these elusive animals, their presence plays a vital role in the health of the Morsk region's forests. So if you ever find yourself wandering through this misty haven, keep your eyes peeled. You might just catch a glimpse of these incredible creatures. Prepare to be amazed by the birth of basketball. In the winter of 1891, Dr. James Naismith faced a challenge: how to keep his students engaged indoors at Springfield College during the chilly months. Instead of letting them grumble about being cooped up, he developed a game that would change the world of sports forever. Using a simple peach basket and a soccer ball, Naismith crafted rules for a new game that combined skill and teamwork. Players would aim to toss the soccer ball into the elevated peach baskets, trying to outscore one another. This inventive creation transformed the dreary winter days into thrilling competitions, capturing the attention of students and eventually communities. As word spread, basketball evolved rapidly, becoming a global phenomenon played in gyms and parks worldwide. Who knew a simple indoor activity could lead to such an iconic sport? Did you know France has the most time zones? France holds this title thanks to its wide-ranging territories that stretch across the globe. While many think of countries as having a single time zone, France's reach includes islands in the Caribbean, the Indian Ocean, and the Pacific, which allows it to operate in an incredible 12 different time zones. For comparison, Russia boasts the most contiguous time zones, with 11 stretching across its vast expanse from Europe to Asia. This geographical diversity means that when it's morning in Paris, it could be afternoon in Reunion Island or even night in French Polynesia. Each region follows its own local time due to these differences, affecting everything from travel schedules to international communications. So next time you look at a globe, remember the unique timekeeping puzzle that France represents. How does it all fit together? What if I told you Jane Austen loved baseball? In a surprising twist, this iconic author made a reference to baseball in her writings a full 40 years before the sport was officially invented. This intriguing detail highlights Austen's remarkable insight and ability to foresee cultural trends that would later capture the hearts of many. While Austen is best known for her sharp social commentary and love stories, her witty references showcase a mind attuned to the evolving world around her. Imagine reading one of her novels and coming across a mention of baseball, a game that wouldn't become formally recognized until the mid-19th century. This doesn't just make her a talented novelist. It frames her as a cultural visionary, someone who could predict what would spark joy and interest in future generations. So, what else might we discover about Austen's foresight in literature? Discover the secret subway lines of Cold War Berlin. During this tense period, West Berlin's subway system ran right underneath East Berlin, creating an underground world of mystery and intrigue. Certain lines curved beneath the divided city, passing through abandoned ghost stations that were completely closed to the public. These eerie stops, dimly lit and guarded, were like time capsules, preserving the essence of a bygone era. Trains would roll silently past, with passengers unaware of the hidden history just outside their windows. The guards at these stations ensured that no one strayed from the tracks, maintaining a strict barrier between the two sides. It wasn't until the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 that these forgotten areas began to resurface, revealing stories of separation and resilience. Can you imagine riding through such a fascinating and secretive part of history? Discover the hidden treasures of Pat Tillman's legacy. Pat Tillman, a former NFL player, made a life-altering choice when he left behind his football career to serve in the U.S. Army after the tragic events of 9/11. His story is not just one of bravery, but also of profound sacrifice, showing how sports and patriotism can intertwine. Once his remains are recovered, researchers believe they could uncover not only historical insights about his life, but also financial insights regarding military service and veteran affairs. These findings could shed light on the sacrifices made by countless individuals like Tillman, raising awareness about the true costs of war, both on the battlefield and at home. Who knows what unexpected stories and riches could emerge from his journey? Tillman's legacy continues to inspire many, reminding us of the personal stories behind historical events. Surprisingly, it's a fact that Tarantino chose bats. Back in the late 90s, during a memorable episode of The Late Show with David Letterman, tensions flared when David Letterman threw a jibe at the renowned filmmaker Quentin Tarantino. Instead of taking the comment lightly, Tarantino, known for his fiery personality, responded with threats, making it clear he wasn't going to let the insult slide. Letterman, quick to handle the situation with his trademark humor, offered to fly Tarantino out to New York City to settle their differences face to face, and even let him pick the weapon of choice for their showdown. In an unexpected twist, Tarantino opted for bats. This quirky choice added a layer of absurdity to the situation, highlighting both men's unique personalities. While the confrontation never happened, this incident became one of those unforgettable moments in talk show history that shows how celebrities can craft their own narratives. Why does Paris hide its chilling catacombs? The catacombs beneath Paris are not just a spooky tourist attraction. They are a fascinating and haunting glimpse into the city's history. Dating back over 1,000 years, these underground tunnels hold the remains of about 6 million people, creating an eerie resting place that tells countless stories. Originally, the catacombs were limestone quarries, but as the city grew and its cemeteries overflowed, the bones of the deceased were moved underground to make space above. Walking through these dimly lit passages, you encounter walls adorned with skulls and femurs, arranged with chilling artistic intent. This eerie ambiance serves as a stark reminder of mortality and the respect given to those who came before us. As visitors traverse the winding pathways, they often ponder the lives of the individuals whose remains rest in silence below. So the next time you think of Paris, remember that beneath its beautiful streets lies a world steeped in history and mystery. Are you brave enough to explore this hidden side of the City of Light? Is it really true that police horses have trading cards? In Toronto, this delightful fact is indeed true. The city's police force has embraced the charm of trading cards, much like those for baseball players or Pokemon. Every 2 years, dedicated horse enthusiasts work together to create a brand new deck that spotlights their beloved police horses. Each card features stunning photographs and creative designs, giving fans a closer look at these majestic animals. These cards not only celebrate the horses, but also help educate the public about their important roles in community safety and engagement. Collecting these cards has become a fun way for kids and adults alike to learn about the police force and foster a connection with these noble steeds. So the next time you're in Toronto, keep an eye out. You might just spot a trading card featuring one of your favorite police horses. Have you ever tasted a Michigan burner? This delightful drink, originally a regional treat from Michigan, has made its way into the hearts and taste buds of ginger ale lovers all across the United States. A burner combines the spicy sweetness of ginger ale, often mixed with other flavorful ingredients like fruit juices or syrups, creating a refreshing beverage perfect for any occasion. The popularity of burners has exploded, far beyond their humble beginnings, as fans rave about the unique flavor and versatility of this fizzy delight. No longer just a Michigan specialty, you can now find variations of burners at parties, restaurants, and gatherings nationwide. Some adventurous mixologists even put their own twist on burners by adding herbs or exotic fruits, resulting in endless possibilities for flavor exploration. As they continue to gain fans, burners have transformed into a symbol of shared experiences and creativity in the beverage world. Have you jumped on the burner bandwagon yet? Believe it or not, the chicken came first. This surprising conclusion comes from scientists who have studied the creation of eggshells. You might think that an egg must always come before the chicken, but it turns out there's a special protein called ovoclidin 17 that is essential for forming that hard, protective eggshell. Only hens can produce this protein, which means they must exist first to make eggs. So when we ponder this age-old question, it's fascinating to realize that the origin of the chicken is tied directly to its role in egg production. Evolutionary changes led to the modern hen we know today, but without those hens around, there would be no eggs to speak of. This discovery has flipped our traditional thinking on its head, sparking fun debates among scientists and egg enthusiasts alike. So next time you crack open an egg, remember, it had to come from a chicken first. Believe it or not, cereals are linked to a goddess. The term cereal actually comes from Ceres, which pays homage to Ceres, the Roman goddess of agriculture and grain. This fascinating connection isn't just random, it highlights the importance of grains in our diets, especially during breakfast. In the late 19th century, when processed grain products became popular, this connection to Ceres became even more relevant. People started to value cereals not just as food, but as a significant part of their daily routines. Breakfast cereals like cornflakes and oats helped families start their day with energy and nutrients. So the next time you pour a bowl of your favorite cereal, remember that you're partaking in a tradition that honors the goddess of grain, showing just how intertwined our food history is with mythology and agriculture. Isn't it amazing how ancient culture still influences what we eat today? Why exactly does Banteng Sardigonakan inspire bold stories? This small location becomes a backdrop for powerful narratives centered on the quest for better resources. In many tales filmed here, characters embark on daring adventures, taking risks to improve their lives and communities. The very essence of Banteng Sardigonakan reflects the human spirit's desire to push boundaries, exploring the unknown in hopes of finding new solutions. The stories depict ordinary people confronted with extraordinary challenges, demonstrating the universal theme of perseverance. With its captivating landscapes and rich cultural context, Banteng Sardigonakan serves as a reminder that even with limited resources, ambition and courage can lead to remarkable transformations. Viewers may find themselves drawn into these heartfelt tales, questioning what lengths they would go to achieve their dreams. What lessons will we learn from these stories? Did you know about the massive Super Bowl ring? William the Refrigerator Perry, the legendary football player, made headlines not just for his skills on the field, but also for having the largest Super Bowl ring ever crafted. This impressive piece of jewelry, sized at a whopping 25, was custom-made to fit his exceptionally large fingers. Perry, known for his powerful presence as a defensive tackle, played a crucial role in the Chicago Bears' iconic 1985 season. His larger-than-life persona extended beyond football. He became a symbol of strength and tenacity. The ring itself, representing the Bears' Super Bowl victory, showcases how sports can blend triumph with personal stories. It's a remarkable piece, not just because of its size, but also due to the legacy it represents in the NFL. Imagine wearing something that reflects such an achievement. Perry's custom ring stands as a testament to his unique place in sports history, prompting the question, what other athletes have such remarkable stories behind their championship rings? Prepare to be amazed by giraffes drinking water. Did you know that giraffes have to spread their nearly 2-meter-long legs wide apart just to take a sip? Their long necks, while magnificent, make it tough for them to bend down to the ground. This unique way of drinking requires balance and a bit of awkwardness, leaving them in a vulnerable position where they could easily become prey for predators like lions or hyenas. Because of this risk, giraffes are always alert while they drink, limiting how long they spend in this compromising stance. Instead of leisurely sipping, they often gulp quickly and keep an eye on their surroundings. This fascinating behavior highlights how these remarkable creatures adapt to their environment, balancing the need for water with the instinct to stay safe. Guess what really drives degree mills? Degree mills have been caught doing some outrageous things, like issuing fake diplomas to pets. In a particularly curious case, a cat earned an MBA with a 3.5 GPA, showcasing the absurdity of these unaccredited institutions. These diploma factories often prioritize profit over genuine education, offering degrees that hold no value in the job market and mislead employers. This trend spotlights a significant lack of oversight in the education system, urging us to stay alert. With many people unaware of the existence of such scams, it's crucial to verify academic credentials before making decisions about hiring or further education. By shining a light on these fraudulent practices, we can encourage a smarter approach to higher education and help protect ourselves from misinformation. So next time you look at a diploma, ask whether it's the real deal. What if I told you about the anthropic principle? This fascinating concept suggests that the universe is finely tuned for life as we know it. Imagine a cosmic recipe where certain physical constants, like gravity and the speed of light, are perfectly balanced to enable life to exist. If these constants were just a tiny bit different, our world might not even be here. Think about it. If gravity were stronger, stars might burn out too quickly for planets to form, and if it were weaker, galaxies might not hold together. This incredible idea leads us to wonder why the universe is structured just right for us. Some scientists and philosophers argue that this fine-tuning hints at a deeper explanation, like the possibility of multiple universes where different laws might apply. The anthropic principle invites us to reflect on our place in the cosmos and raises interesting questions about existence itself. Is our universe special, or are there countless others with their own unique life forms? What do you think about the fine-tuning of our universe and its implications for our understanding of life? What if I told you Lake Superior holds 10% of our fresh water? This massive lake located on the border between the United States and Canada is not just a pretty sight, it's a vital resource. Spanning an incredible area comparable to the entire state of South Carolina, Lake Superior contains about 2,900 cubic miles of some of the cleanest and purest water on Earth. That means it not only provides drinking water to millions, but also supports countless ecosystems within its waters. Imagine all the fish swimming through its depths or the birds that rely on its shores. It's a breathtaking feature of nature that plays a crucial role in our planet's health. Did you know that if all the water from Lake Superior were spread out over the entire surface of North America, it would cover the land nearly a foot deep? With such significance, we must care for this natural wonder and ensure it remains pristine for future generations. What if I told you paint was stored in pig bladders? In the 19th century, artists faced a messy challenge when it came to storing their paint. Instead of the neat tubes we know today, they used pig bladders which were sealed with string. To get the paint out, they would have to prick the bladder, but this method was far from effective and often resulted in spills or wasted paint. Enter John G. Rand, an innovative American painter who revolutionized how artists handled paint. He invented the paint tube with a screw cap, allowing for a much more convenient and controlled way to dispense paint. This simple yet groundbreaking design changed the art world, as it not only made paints easier to use but also allowed for better portability. Imagine carrying a small tube of paint instead of a messy pig bladder. Thanks to Rand's invention, artists could now focus on their creativity rather than battling with their materials. You might be shocked to learn that sneezes can fracture bones. Sneezing seems harmless, right? However, for individuals with weakened vertebrae due to conditions like osteoporosis or spinal abnormalities, a forceful sneeze can actually lead to fractures. This is because the muscle contractions occurring during a sneeze create pressures that exceed 100 pounds per square inch, PSI, which can exert significant strain on fragile areas of the spine. Though such injuries are quite rare, they highlight a crucial point. Maintaining bone density is vital for everyone, especially those at risk for spinal injuries. Regular exercise, a balanced diet rich in calcium and vitamin D, and other healthy lifestyle choices can help protect your bones. Additionally, adopting protective postures during unexpected reflexive actions, like sneezing or coughing, may further reduce injury risks. It's always wise to be mindful of our bodies and take precautions, especially if we have any existing bone health issues. So the next time you feel a sneeze coming on, remember, it could be more than just a simple reflex. What if I told you memories can be false? Memory is not as reliable as we might think. Research shows that our recollections can be easily altered by outside influences like suggestions, misleading information, and even social pressure. For instance, during a police lineup, if witnesses hear others mention details about a suspect, they might unintentionally incorporate those details into their own memories, creating a false narrative. This malleability is especially concerning in legal situations, where eyewitness testimony can sway juries. It highlights why we shouldn't take memories at face value. They can be shaped by context and conversation. Additionally, this phenomenon isn't just a quirk of memory, it's a fundamental human trait. Understanding how our brains work with memories can protect us against misinformation and help improve communication in our everyday lives. How can we better safeguard our memories from such influences? What if I told you baseball's origins are debated? The Baseball Hall of Fame, which opened its doors in 1939 in Cooperstown, New York, celebrates the legends of this beloved sport, honoring remarkable players, coaches, and contributors who shaped baseball history. Yet while many associate baseball with American culture, there's a fascinating theory suggesting it may have roots in England. Some historians argue that baseball evolved from ancient British games like rounders, challenging the commonly held belief that it was invented in the United States. This controversy sparks lively discussions among fans and scholars alike. Picture this: a group of players using a bat and ball in a lush green field, echoing the gameplay of rounders hundreds of years ago. So next time you step up to the plate or watch a game, think about the rich history behind the sport and the ongoing debates that make the story of baseball even more intriguing. What if I told you food shapes our culture? The culinary landscape is a vibrant tapestry woven from diverse threads of food, culture, and health. Each dish tells a story, reflecting not just our tastes, but also the traditions and values of different communities. Researchers dive into fascinating questions about how cultural backgrounds influence dietary practices, revealing that the food we consume can signify much more than just nourishment. For instance, in many cultures, communal meals strengthen bonds, while certain ingredients are believed to hold health benefits, showcasing the deep connections between our plates and our well-being. By studying various cuisines and their origins, We can uncover valuable lessons about sustainability, nutrition, and even social justice. With every bite, we have the opportunity to appreciate a world of knowledge, making the culinary landscape a rich area for research and exploration. Did you know that Antarctica holds most of Earth's ice? This vast, icy continent contains about 90% of all the ice on our planet. This immense ice reservoir plays a crucial role in regulating global sea levels. As the climate warms, the ice in Antarctica is melting at an alarming rate, which could lead to significant increases in sea level. If all that ice were to melt, coastal cities like New York, Miami, and Tokyo could face devastating flooding. Moreover, the melting ice contributes to changes in ocean currents, which can affect weather patterns far away. Scientists closely monitor Antarctica because its health directly impacts the Earth's climate system. Understanding how and why this ice is melting helps us predict future changes and challenges in our environment. So the next time you think about climate change, remember that what happens in Antarctica could change life as we know it. What can we do to help? Is it really true that sharks have no bones? While it may sound surprising, sharks are indeed unique creatures with skeletons made entirely of cartilage. This flexible material is the same stuff that makes up our ears and noses. Having a cartilage skeleton allows sharks to be incredibly agile swimmers, easily maneuvering through water with grace and speed. They can make sharp turns and sudden movements that many bony fish struggle to replicate. This remarkable adaptation plays a vital role in their success as apex predators, as they hunt for various prey in diverse marine environments, from the open ocean to coastal waters. Because cartilage is lighter and less dense than bone, sharks can maintain buoyancy without the need for a swim bladder, which many fish have to control their floating abilities. This gives them an edge, letting them focus on chasing their next meal or avoiding danger. So next time you think about sharks, remember that their amazing cartilaginous structure is key to their survival in the deep blue sea. Discover how Python was inspired by Monty Python. In 1991, a brilliant Dutch programmer named Guido van Rossum introduced the Python programming language to the world. But what makes Python truly unique is its name, which pays homage to the beloved British comedy series Monty Python's Flying Circus. Van Rossum aimed to create a language that was fun and easy to use, much like the humor of the show. Python quickly gained popularity among developers thanks to its simplicity and readability, which allow beginners and experts alike to write clear and efficient code. Today, Python is used in various fields, from web development to data science and artificial intelligence. With a vibrant community and countless resources available, it continues to grow and evolve. Isn't it fascinating how a comedy show helps shape such an essential programming tool? You won't believe this about umbrellas in Japan. In Japanese folklore, there's a quirky legend that says if you mistreat your umbrella, it may transform into a ghost with one eye, known as a karakasa obake. This amusing tale humorously highlights the importance of taking care of everyday objects. The belief stems from a time when people relied heavily on umbrellas, not just for rain, but also for protection against sun and wind. The karakasa obake is often depicted as a lively character, hopping around on one leg and using its single eye to spy on the careless treaters. To avoid summoning this ghostly figure, it's believed you should handle umbrellas with respect, keeping them dry and in good shape. This vivid imagery reminds us all to appreciate the little things in our lives and not take them for granted. What do you think about such imaginative tales? Why exactly does the manchineel tree threaten your safety? This notorious tree, known as the Little Apple of Death, harbors potent toxins in every part, from its bark to its tempting fruits. When it rains, the tree releases these harmful substances, making it extremely dangerous to stand underneath. The toxic sap can cause severe skin irritation, burning sensations, and even blistering if it comes into contact with your skin. Moreover, if someone were to consume its fruits, the consequences could be fatal. It's no wonder that locals in regions like the Caribbean and Central America regard the manchineel tree with deep caution. Despite its appealing appearance, standing under a manchineel tree, especially when it rains, is asking for trouble. Always admire its beauty from a safe distance. So next time you see one, remember the lurking danger and keep your distance. Turns out, the truth is that toxins harmed us. In earlier decades, people had little clue about how toxic substances could affect their health in the long run. Companies often sold products that contained harmful chemicals without proper warnings or guidance because there were no regulations in place to keep them in check. This meant that everyday items, from household cleaners to industrial supplies, could be packed with dangerous ingredients. As a result, many individuals unknowingly expose themselves and their families to these toxins, leading to a range of potential health issues. Over time, scientists and health experts began to uncover the serious risks associated with these substances, prompting a call for stricter regulations. Today, we see ongoing efforts to ensure that products are safe for consumers, but it's important to remember how things were before this awareness grew. How many harmful substances did we unknowingly use? Here's a wild fact about bloodletting. For centuries, this bizarre medical practice was used to treat all sorts of illnesses. Doctors believed that balancing the body's humors, blood, phlegm, black bile, and yellow bile, was the key to good health. By drawing blood, they thought they could rid the body of excess or harmful fluids, helping patients heal. Unfortunately, this method often did more harm than good, leading to weakness or even death. One of the most famous cases was George Washington, the first president of the United States. After experiencing a sore throat, his doctors performed bloodletting, taking out nearly half of his blood. Sadly, Washington's health rapidly declined, and he passed away shortly after. It wasn't until the 19th century that more effective treatments emerged, finally putting an end to this risky practice. Isn't it fascinating how medical beliefs evolve over time? Hard to believe, but even presidents admire Pelé. During a memorable meeting between President Ronald Reagan and legendary soccer player Pelé, Reagan made a lighthearted comment that showcased Pelé's global fame. As he introduced himself, Reagan quipped that everyone knows who Pelé is, a nod to the Brazilian star's extraordinary impact on the sport of soccer and culture at large. Pelé, often referred to as one of the greatest soccer players of all time, captured hearts around the world with his remarkable skills and charisma on the field. He brought attention to soccer in the United States during the 1970s and 1980s, inspiring many young athletes. This encounter highlighted not just Pelé's celebrity status, but also how sports can unite people, including powerful leaders, through shared admiration and respect. Isn't it fascinating how a sport can bridge such diverse worlds?